Hello, 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 John Mason. How is everybody? Hope you're all well. It's, it's getting serious. The slippery slope to authoritarianism and fascism just got a little slipperier. Greg Abbott, the Texas governor, being a good lapdog for Donnie Wani, is trying to uh, gerrymander the congressional districts in Texas so as to eliminate minority uh, voices uh, coming from Texas. Texas is a majority minority state, but with gerrymandering, uh, uh, the Republican corporate power establishment doesn't is able to squash their voices, such as yet with this redistricting they're trying to eliminate the voices of minorities, such as Jasmine Crockett. Ooh, she is on fire. And unfortunately, several Democratic members of the legislature uh, had to leave Texas so they wouldn't have a quorum to debate that whole issue. And J.D. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, is giving them all his support. See, his family is one of the heirs of the Hyatt hotel chain, and they're holed up in a hotel in Chicago. And that's the kind of fight back we need. And also, Gavin Newsom, governor of California, he's doing his own gerrymandering so that the Republicans don't get any congressional seats from California. Who can play that game? Yep. It seems we progressives, we want to play fair, play clean. It's good. It's good to want to play clean. But the other side has never been above pulling all kind of dirty tricks, like hecklers in rallies, moles in campaign offices, raiding raiding facilities where votes are being counted, phony propaganda, phony literature to make us look bad. All the tricks. So, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. They don't play by the old rules if they ever did. So we gotta buckle down and get ready to rumble. This ain't no kids game. We can throw out that those civics lessons from high school. These people we're dealing with, we're up against, they're marching us, trying to march us into fascism. And we can't allow it. They're starting with immigrants, undocumented or otherwise, and also they'll be also going for dark-skinned people in general. Never mind their immigration status or whether they've been lived in this country forever. They'll come. ICE is going to be remade into a secret police, and they're going to nab anybody that the regime doesn't like. So let's get serious. No more game playing. Be active in your communities, whether it be a food bank or a a neighborhood watch organization, whatever. Get involved in a system. Get involved in your local party organization. Get involved in your union. Get involved in your house of worship. And pay attention to what's going on. Be somewhat skeptical about the news media, but think. Think for yourself of where we're heading. And we shall get rid of the tyrant. That reminds me. Trump understands he is losing all his popularity. He has his very limited fan base, but he's losing his popularity with his old mega base because of the Epstein case. All this time, for all his career, Trump has always needed the QAnon supporters. You know, QAnon, the idea that there's a secret cabal of pedophiles in government, usually almost all Democrats supposedly. And Trump feeded on that. Trump fed on that. Trump linked himself to that. And they thought he was going to go, and the QAnoners thought he was going to go after the deep state and get rid of the pedophiles and all. But now it showed he's a pedophile. Hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. He can run, but he can't hide from those clips of him hanging with Epstein, having a laugh with him, oogling girls, underage girls. So therefore, yep, these are my colors and they don't run. So Trump has to rig the election against him. Rig the election in his favor. He knows he can't win a fair election, so he's going to make it unfair in his favor. Be aware of that. Be aware of the danger of, like in Pennsylvania, there's these stories out about like some entity hacking the computerized voting systems. Let's be aware of that. That is a danger. Let's be ready for any attempt to intimidate us of our right to vote. Your right, it is your right as a citizen to vote. Don't let nobody take that away from you. And be sure to vote when it's voting time. Okay, I'm all talked out. Now, advertisements. All this work I'm doing on my blog and my videos and my podcast, all that, is work. I put out money to be on these platforms. And I need to be compensated for it. And hopefully get enough to push it to a higher level. Therefore, please click, get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button, and see what you can give. Thanks. And also, my novel, Soldier of the Cross, is available on Amazon.com. It's the story of David Lucas, who, as a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a horror chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army. He comes out of the army as a born-again, fanatical Christian, wanting to be a manly, virile man for Jesus. But how he goes about it leads him into disaster. Do please pick it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. And also, Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products, gummies and candies and flour and teas and drinks and hand sanitizer and lip balm and lip dog treats. Look them up, please. Hemperificllc.com. And also, my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Do please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay. Alrighty then. That's the job ahead of us. Let's make sure, for the sake of our ancestors and for the sake of our descendants, we don't fail. We band together and we'll be the pride of the world again. I have no doubt. Thanks, and once more, bye.